All right, so today I wanted to walk through a very simple and quick cold email workflow that's been working really well for us and for our clients, and it is about reaching out to website visitors, right? So we're going to use something called rb2b.com and also clay.com to find your website visitors and pre-qualify them according to certain criteria on Clay and also automatically push them to a campaign on a sequencer. So this workflow works really well, to be honest, because your website visitors are the highest intent leads that you have. They are actually and actively searching for something that you offer or browsing your solutions or browsing whatever you offer. And therefore, you want to reach out to them immediately, right? So that's the topic of this video. So let's walk through it. All right, so this is the Clay table. Now, first thing first, what you want to do is go to rb2b.com, sign up, and then there are a couple of versions. So we've got a free version here. The free version, as it says here, identifies your anonymous website visitors and pushes their LinkedIn profile to Slack. But there is a paid version, and the paid version will allow you to do what we want to do in this case. So we'll allow you to essentially push these leads to a Clay table through webhook, and then from here you're going to be able to automate the entire process of reaching out to them via email, via LinkedIn, and whatever other channel you want to use. So you want to sign up for this, and then you want to connect. You want to create a webhook in Clay, in a Clay table, and you want to essentially copy that URL that will show you, the webhook will show you into RB2B, and then from there you're going to be able to see and get all the data in real time about your website visitors. So for example, here we've got 143 website visitors that we captured in the last few days for a client. And so what we're doing here is we're populating each column with the relevant details about the website visitor. So we've got last name, first name, full name, title, industry, LinkedIn URL, company name, website. And that's pretty much all you get with RB2B. Maybe you also get something else. I might be wrong, but this is basically all the data you get with RB2B, right? And then from there, you want to do some sort of pre-qualification because most of your website visitors might not be accurate, might not be your ICP. So you want to do some pre-qualification here. So in this case, for this client, what we're doing is we only want titles or visitors that or with a finance or accounting title or role, right? So what we're doing here is we are using a GPT column or use AI column with GPT-4o Mini, and we are essentially reviewing if this job title, the job title of the website visitor, is in the finance or accounting department, right? Output true if so, output false if not, right? And then from here, we are seeing, okay, this senior training specialist is now accounting and not finance. This CPA, is accounting, is finance, right? And then from there, we essentially know that if this is true, then the prospect at the title level is qualified. And then from there, we also want to filter by industry. So we want to make sure that the company that we are reaching out to, the prospect, the visitor we're going to be reaching out to is in the correct or relevant or qualified industry that you actually target. So for this client specifically, we want to focus on SaaS technology, and I think it was insurance, right? So what we're doing here is we are, even though RB2B actually gives you the industry, there is no SaaS industry, right? So you want to, because I think this is based on LinkedIn data or LinkedIn industry, there's no SaaS industry. So what you want to do is actually visit the website of this company and determine whether they are in one of the industries that you target, right? So in this case, what we're saying to GPT is we're saying visit the website of this company, and then we put the website and determine if this company is in the SaaS technology or insurance industry. Very simple prompt. We could go a little bit more in detail and be more precise. We could give examples. I just wanted to keep it very simple and straightforward. So output true if so, output false if not. And then it's going to give us the output right here. So from there, these are the qualification criteria. We know that if qualified industry is true and if qualified title is true, then that is a qualified prospect or qualified visitor that we should reach out to. So from there, what we're doing is we are doing a waterfall enrichment, which I'm going to expand here. And so what this does is essentially tries to find the valid email address of this prospect using many different tools. So as you can see here, We've got Find Work. This is Lead Magic. This is Enrow. And these are many other different tools that we are using to find the valid email address. In this case, as you can see that, you can see that most of these didn't run because most of these prospects weren't actually a good fit, wouldn't actually fit for the ICP. So only these 2 prospects in what you see here in this table, and then if you scroll down, there are a few more ones that are qualified, but only these 2 prospects, for example, were qualified because qualified industry was true and qualified title was true. Where is it? Here, right? So only these 2 prospects were qualified, and so I set up a conditional formula in the workflow enrichment such that this will not run unless qualified industry equals true and qualified title equals true, right? So only in that case, this column and this entire workflow enrichment will run. So as you can see, for most of these rows, it didn't run because of that reason. And then all of these columns didn't run because actually Lead Magic was able to find that by email address. And so we didn't need to run all the other tools to find their email because Lead Magic already found that by email address. So from there, and if I scroll down, there might be some cases where Lead Magic couldn't find the email. And then as you can see here, so for example, here for this prospect, Lead Magic wasn't able to find it. The other tools weren't able to find email address. And then here that Tagma was actually able to find the email address of this prospect. And so from there, what we do is an additional verification of the email, and specifically the catch-all verification, which is this HTTP API. And then from here, basically email column, this is the final email column where if the email is valid because of all of these verification columns, then we will have the email in here. And then this is essentially just a Google Sheet that I set up so that in this Google Sheet, we're going to be able to see all the contact details and all the emails for all of the website visitors for this client specifically, right? So that's basically how it works. And then if you want to actually push leads to a campaign, you can either do smart lead, add lead to campaign. It's very simple to set up, or you can do the same thing with instantly add lead to campaign. So as you can see, you can just go there. We're not using it at the moment, but you can just go here and then select campaign ID and then map the custom fields. So first name, email, last name, company name, personalized, whatever, website, and then only run if the email column right here is not empty, right? Because of course you only want to reach out to those qualified prospects where we could find an email for. All right, so that's pretty much it for this workflow. I hope this was helpful and useful to you. Let me know if you're done implementing this and let me know how it works for you. So if you'd be interested in implementing something like this and setting something like this up for your business specifically, feel free to book a call with the first link in the description below. We can chat about it. So I hope to see you on the call. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.